Hello viewers and welcome to today's quest. We have Call of the Ancients. You need absolutely no requirements for this. Just a warning though, for people that have peers or skillers, this does give magic experience, so do not do this if you do not want 1000 magic experience. This is going to take you to Mazcab. For those that haven't been to Mazcab, portal is here. It'll take you over to Canatan, then through the Nemi Forest. And this should take you about half an hour tops, assuming you've ever played a first-person shooter game in your life. If you haven't, things may be a little bit more difficult than that. What you need to do is you need to get to Tuska. This can either be done the long way by going to Bedouin Camp or Bandit Camp and swimming over, or a much easier way is near most of the lodestones, you're going to see an astronomer or astromancer apprentice. All you have to do is right-click, teleport him, and he'll take you right to Tuska. This is by far the easier method in order to do it. Now we have to run north down Tuska's back, if we took that method. And we are going to see a little goober who needs help. His name is Tunks. Accept his quest. Now we go back south to that portal and we go through the portal. Okay, you'll only have to talk to him the first time you come here. It's just for doing stuff to raise reputation with them, because you can raise reputation for these guys, for those that haven't been here. Don't try to catch this stuff. I think you need something special for it. But we're going to go to the east, and we are going to look for Aka Kanata. Doesn't matter what you choose. I'm going to choose number 2. I've simply come to help. Talk about Call of the Ancients. Doesn't matter what you choose. I'm going to choose number 1. You need to rebuild. You can choose to find out more, but I'm just going to do number 2. Okay, I'm done with talking. What do I need to do? Head east to the beach. And we have Lunch, Peck, and the other one, Tunks. This is pretty much how this works. Lunch can be used to bash open walls. Shorty here, Peck, can be used to go through small holes that Lunch bashes through walls. And Tunks can be used to jump. No problem. Number 1. So jump over chasm and collect the bundle of logs. After using Lunch to smash down the wall, click on Peck to assume control. So click on Peck to take control, squeeze him through the small gap, and collect the bundle of logs. Speed talk again. Call the Ancients. Great, where do I get more? Number 2. No, I did not mean me wanting to know where to get more number 2. So we're going to run all the way west to the Nemi Forest. When you get there and you start entering it, make sure to choose for the Call of the Ancients, because it's 2 different parts of the forest. Or instances. So number 1, Antinami Forest for Call the Ancestors. And go north. And speak to the ancient Gobi. Who looks baked? You can choose to argue with them or just number 1, you need to create more poison. Temple, number 2. 1 looks like I'll be visiting the temple then. Temple is north. Click to enter it.
Oh god.
Corny, corny, corny. Now, to show why the ancient Gobi looks stoned, you can feel free to actually pay attention to the chat with the turtle thing. It's very weird. I'm a human. Doesn't really matter. We're going to go through all the options. And then goodbye, because we have all the information we need. We're going to do this in order of difficulty. Easiest one is west. So for this part, we're going to want to control lunch. Now, with these tiles, once you step on them, step off them before going to the next one. Do not step all over all of them because they need to be done in a specific order. And stepping across all of them will activate them. So we're going to go on the happy tile while controlling lunch. Then the sad one. Then the O face. Okay, make sure to step off for this part and go on the angry one. So, snag Tunks and jump over the chasm. Step on the O face. Then the sad face. Then the angry face, making sure to step off. And then we can go to the happy face. Control lunch, headbutt the wall. Control peck, and go over to investigate the magic. And this is pretty much how the remaining trials will go, getting progressively more difficult. Once you've completed the trial, control lunch and enter door. Okay, so go to the one opposite, the eastern wall. Snag Tunks, have them jump north. We'll position them right here. We'll snag lunch. Smash that. Get peck, squeeze through, and pull the lever. Snag lunch. Go over here. We're going to need to push this block onto the sad tile to the north. Well, they're all sad, so just push it to the northern tile until it lights up. Snag Tunks, have him step on his tile. Switch back to lunch and have him pull the heavy block to the southern tile. We're going to want to control pet and make him squeeze through the hole to the north. Control lunch and have him stand on the northern tile. Snag Tunks, have him jump over. Have him step on one of the tiles. Control lunch, have him step on the other. Control peck and pull the lever and investigate the magic. Run south and enter the door, or exit the door. Now the north door is unsealed, and we can go do the most difficult of the trials. Well, here at least. So now this one, it's kind of like a memory game. If you cannot remember placements of where the faces are on this little 9x9 thing, don't worry, not all of them are going to flip up. Then have your print screen button ready and you can just copy past it onto Paint or something and see what things were flipped. For this, when we do it, so for this one, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to have Tunks go onto the tile we need first, and then lunch. Easiest way to remember the faces, if you choose to do it by memory, is angry face, happy face, sad face, O face. It's how I do it. It's easy for me. So get lunch to headbutt the wall, peck to squeeze through and pull the lever for the first tile. So we have sad face, control Tunks, have them jump over and stand on the tile that you want, because as you progress there's going to be more of them. Control lunch and have him step on the corresponding big tile. Control peck and have him run and pull the next lever. This time 2 tiles will flip over, and then 3 and then 4 for the corresponding levers. Just keep doing it like this and hopefully we'll be all good. Then once you're all good, investigate the magic.
Oh, never mind.
So now that we've investigated the magic, just go through the door. And we're done this trial. Doesn't matter what you choose. Either way, he's going to be set free. So I'm going to choose number 4 while you're allowing it. Lunch, no. And he does anyway. So let's exit completely and go back to the Ancient Gobi. So best way to do this is they'll come from the same place either way. You cannot let them hurt your gobies too much. Click on the ground in front of them to kill them. The dogs don't take much to kill. It's the airut that do. Once you complete a wave, the first wave is just going to have the dogs. The second wave will have the dogs and the airut. Once you complete a wave, your progress will be saved and you will not have to do that wave over again, should you fail. So you can fail as often as you like. I wouldn't advise it because, you know, it can break controllers, but whatever floats your boats. And that's all it is. Talk to the Ancient Gobi again. And now we can return back to Aka Kanata. Number 1, Call of the Ancients. Number 1, I found the poison. Number 3, we explored a lost temple, free to spirit, yada, yada, yada. Congratulations, you've completed Call of the Ancients. You're awarded 1 quest point, a 1000 XP magic lamp, the Gobi Warpaint Override, Weapon Override, 3 raid reroll tokens, as well as 2 treasure hunter keys if you are not an Iron Man. So the rerolls are just to reroll your loot during the raid. I would not advise that if you have junky stats or gear. You are going to need a team for that. There are strategies and videos elsewhere you can do to look that up. This is what the Mazcab poker override looks like. And this is what the cudgel looks like. We also have the offhand version of each. So here's the top and bottom blue war paints. Here's the red one. And here's the yellow one. So those are all your overrides. Feel free to choose whichever you like the best, if you choose to use them at all. So there you go. I hope you enjoy your rewards and your overrides, and have yourself a great day. I'll see you for the next quest. Ciao!